However, in this tutorial, I'm going to show that what is the momentum and having a different bodies, which body has the greater momentum. Okay, so in this last part of the video, I will discuss that if you have two bodies, then which body having a great momentum and low momentum. Okay, all moving objects have a quantity of motion. What is the quantity of motion? Okay, so today we call it momentum. So momentum is that quantity of motion, that how body can move. Okay, momentum is the characteristics of a moving object that related to the mass and the velocity of the object. Momentum of a body object can be determined by multiplying the object mass and its velocity. Okay, so you can mathematically read that the momentum is equal to the mass and its velocity. Since the mass is measured in a kilograms and velocity is measured in meter per second, the unit of momentum is what? That is a kilogram meter per second. Okay, so that is the momentum. Like velocity, acceleration, and force, momentum is described by its direction as well as its quantity. Okay, so this to means that momentum is a vector quantity, because every vector quantity having a direction and its quantity. Okay, so momentum of an object is in the same direction as its velocity. Okay, if the more momentum a body object has, harder it is to stop. Okay, so that is the main point of this tutorial. And momentum is if a body having a large momentum, to means that it is harder to stop. The mass of object affect the amount of momentum the object has. For example, you can catch a baseball moving at 20 meters per second, but you cannot stop a car moving at the same time. Okay, to means that if you have two bodies that having the same velocity but having a different due to the different their mass, to means having a, if a body having a high mass, to means it has a high momentum, great momentum. And if a body having a low mass, and to means it's having a less momentum. Okay, so it is that okay, the car has more momentum because it has a great mass. The velocity of object also affect the amount of momentum an object has. For example, an arrow shot from a bow has a large momentum because although it has a small mass, it travels at a high velocity. Momentum in objects, momentum depend on a velocity and a mass. Problem solving if both dogs okay, so that is a question, that if both dogs having the same velocity, which one has the greater momentum? Okay, so that depends upon mass. If a baby of a dog or baby or a small dog, and compared to the having a dog having a high mass, to means that has a high momentum. And if a body having a low mass, to means it has a low momentum. So hopefully you understand this lecture. Thank you very much.